Hello guys, I am Romel Galorio, or you can call me Kuya Galors. I am currently taking a UI UX Design Specialist course in CIIT College of Arts and Technology. So, first of all, thank you Sir Rod for inviting me as one of your guest speakers. And it is an honor as an SMHS alumnus to be part of this program and to be here with you guys telling my story. So first, alam kong mahirap pumili ng track and strand dahil for sure merong iba sa inyo na hindi pa alam kukunin nila sa college. So hindi rin nila alam yung kukunin nila for senior high school. Actually, okay lang yun. And to be honest, walang connection si SHS or si senior high school kay college since magkaiba sila. So, kahit anong kunin mo for senior high school and iba rin yung kukunin mo kay college, walang problem doon. Pero you have the advantage if yung kinuha mo for senior high school is inclined sa course na kukunin mo sa college. Pagdaanan din namin yan. Actually, hindi ko alam kung STEM or ICT kukunin ko noon. Kasi that time, as an artist, I'm still stuck between architecture or multimedia arts. So, ang payo ko ngayon, ilista mo yung gusto mong matutunan na skills sa senior high school. Halimbawa, gusto kong matutunan about computer system servicing, pero hindi naman IT kukunin ko sa college. Know what you want to learn. Actually, kahit simpleng bagay lang. Ang gusto ko matutunan kung paano mag-Adobe Photoshop and mag-Adobe Illustrator. Kaya kinuha ko yung ICT dahil merong specialized subject na ayun yung gagamitin namin. And dahil artist nga ako, nagpe-paint and nagdo-drawing, gusto ko matry or mahawakan ng digital art. So, to explore that, ayun yung kinuha ko. Nag-ICT ako, may animation subject. Gumawa kami ng basic shapes using Adobe Suite. Natutunan ko yung shortcut keys. Gumawa ng photo manipulation, horror posters, etc. Eventually, nagamay ko rin kasi interested ako matuto. And gusto ko rin talaga siya matry in the first place. And during those times, nung beginner pa lang ako, nag-try ako mag-audition sa graphics team sa student council para lang ma-improve yung skills ko and naging deputy ako ng design. So, sa student council, kami nag-handle lahat ng design related na kailangan ng student council for their upcoming programs. During that time, ang alam kong ginawa ko lang is yung certificate. And pagdating ko ng grade 12, I was appointed to become the chief graphic officer. And ako na mismo gumagawa ng mga logos, layout ng certificates, competition posters, banners, under lahat ni student council. As well as the publication materials na pinapost sa social media, katulad ng para sa meeting de avance, para sa voting ng party list, or ng mga candidates ng student council. So it's like stepping outside of your comfort zone. Whether that skill is already familiar to you or not, you still learned something and that's what's important. So sabihin man natin na hindi pala para sa iyo yun, at least may natutunan ka pa rin. Ngayon, if you're planning to switch careers, what strengths have you gained and weaknesses that you discovered? And then meron ka na mafi-filter sa sarili mo to help you choose a better career path for yourself. Now, because of senior high school, I tried doing commissions and I did graphic designs and that suits me very well. So, imbes na architecture, I chose multimedia arts as my course for college, and now I am a part-time working student as a graphic designer in a US-based company. Again, as long as you learn something, that's not a career wasted. You're just providing a new path for yourself.
Hi everyone, I am Rainier Filosofo. I graduated from Sumulong Memorial High School in 2018 under the TVL track, ICT strand. I'm currently 4th year student at STI College, pursuing a bachelor's degree in computer science. Let me tell you a story and how I came here as one of your speaker. To be honest, I was just a typical lazy student. A high school student who always in the last section. A student who didn't expect to be at top. And now, I'm currently presidential honor lister on STR Tigas Kainta and running for cum laude. It's all because of Sumulong Memorial High School. Everything changed when I became a senior high student. Let me tell you about some of my realization. It all started with simple report. It was my first time because I always skip class. Before I was the type of kid who didn't show up on the day of reporting or presentation. So when I was assigned to do the reporting, I was thinking to just skip the class again. But this time, I realized that maybe I can do this. I tried. I started to study my report the day before the actual reporting, studying every unfamiliar term within the paragraph until it branched out and you started to learn every bit of it. Now, for the best part, when you know everything and you know that you are equipped with knowledge, it will boost your confidence. All you need to do is to step up and start dropping those bars. And then, the most amazing thing is when people start listening to you. It seems like I've always wanted to inspire, to see people learn something from me, to share knowledge and to educate others. I always say that you should give your best, or else you are the only one who will get embarrassed if you mess things up. You only get one shot, so yeah, do not hesitate to blow. Those are the things that I learned in Sumula Memorial High School. And now, I apply them in choosing the right track for me. I study and analyze things, but this time it's not all about the report. It's about your dream, goal, and future. Study everything you're interested with until it branched out and became a broad knowledge. Keep learning until you know where you belong. And when you already know where to start, focus now on making yourself stand out and being on top. If somehow you are stuck thinking about which track to choose, just ask yourself, where could I find myself happy? What are the things that makes me enjoy? What are the activities that don't get me bored? So, because I'm an ICT student, let me walk you on this field. Let's start being technical here. So, I really learned a lot that helped me not only through my college life, but also in my personal life. I learned how to program software, repair computer system, improve my skill in video editing, photo editing, animation. I've learned too many things. With the help of what I learned on SMHS, I started to sell my service. Cell phone, computer repair, video editing, programming, and even though I'm still in college, I'm also earning. It is not a large amount, yet it can help you a lot through your college life. Because of my NC2 certificate, I could also do part-time work specializing in programming and everything related to computer. To be honest, what I learned in SMHS is way too advanced. I was able to begin developing my own software and website, and I even offered my first service to SMHS. When I was on grade 12, I created software that would help and assist the staff in making the senior high school assessment and enrollment much easier and faster through automated means. Imagine being able to create those with what I learned in just 1 year. It is my only first year of being an ICT student. That's how amazing the programming subject that we took. And until now, I'm just taking college life easy because I already know the lesson. To be honest, many of my college classmates are envious of me because of ICT at SMHS has three majors. It has animation, computer servicing, and programming, whereas other schools only allow you to choose one. Well, my previous teacher, or should I call them mentor, because they overdid their job by teaching me what I wanted to learn, even though it's not in the curriculum. The professor will teach you a lot of stuff, so just don't be afraid of asking. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be shy about showing that you don't know something. It's better to ask than to stay knowing now. To make things short, I was really thankful that I chose SMHS to be my alma mater. They molded me to be the best version of myself. Life is not a race. Others may get ahead of you. And maybe you feel like you left behind. Just like me, I always being in the last section. But you will never stop. Just keep looking forward. Always follow your dream. And when you dream, dream big.
our esteemed guests, parents, faculty and staff, and our dear Sumulongans. Mabuhay! And a pleasant day to everyone. Let me just briefly introduce myself. I am Shane Camantiga Cruz, a very proud alumna of Sumulong Memorial High School. Currently, I am a senior or graduating student, if I may say, taking up Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management, major in Hospitality Leadership at the Pontifical and Royal University of Santo Tomas College of Tourism and Hospitality Management. Now that I briefly introduced myself, let's move on to the main purpose or chikahan portion of this video or message. Kasi I'd like this to be parang an ate giving our grade 10 students some advice and to help them or you decide on what track or strand you'd take for the next step of your life, which is senior high school. When I was a senior high school student, I took out home economics, which is under the technical vocational livelihood track. And actually, to be honest, hindi siya yung una kong pinili. Hindi siya yung una kong piniling strand. Kasi I was supposed to choose humanities and social sciences since I wanted to pursue a career in media. Kaso, since we were the first batch of SHS students, that time, limited pa lang yung ino-offer ng sumulong na strands. Kaya I'd like to say then that you guys are really, really lucky kasi you get to choose what you really want this time. And ang dami nyo ng choices. Although some of you are for sure hindi nyo pa alam or hindi pa kayo sure on what strand you'd pursue, I'd like to say na it's okay. You still have time. And that's why we're also here for you guys. And this event is created for you. Now, baka you're asking, did I regret choosing home economics? The answer is definitely not. It was hard and tiring at times, especially doing laboratory namin, which were cooking, baking, table setting, and even creating events. Imagine, we'd do that every week. From pamamalengke, preparing, to processing, to even brainstorming. Lahat. Nakakapagod, yes, talaga. Pero at the end of the day, the fulfillment that you get is really satisfying. Lalo na kung interested ka talaga and you'd prioritize enjoying the process instead of thinking of it as a burden. And also, eventually, I was able to love the path that I'm pursuing. Through the knowledge, learnings, and experiences that I gained from Sumulong, I was able to keep up or even excel on both my lecture and laboratory courses here at UST. I was one of the students na senior high school pa lang, meron ng national certificate for cookery kasi we were required to take that back then, and it is definitely an edge or advantage. One more thing is that when I was in my first year at UST, I joined a food styling and photography contest. The knowledge that I acquired from Sumulong helped me a lot, specifically about the importance of food styling during our laboratory subject back then. Kaya me and my teammate were able to bag the first prize. I remember then, I even consulted the final picture that's shown on the slide. I consulted it to Sir Rod kasi he handles the photography org of Sumulong. Kaya I'm really thankful for that kasi although you've already graduated from Sumulong, you'd still have that connection with your former teachers dahil sabi nga natin, in this school, you are loved. Aside from these skill-based learnings, what I'd like to focus on really is the real-life lessons that I've acquired from Sumulong that help me understand and appreciate more the tourism and hospitality industry, as well as how to become a better person. Alam ko na you guys are very much aware or you've already heard about this na there seems to be a stereotype for this trend and in general to the tourism and hospitality industry na home economics is only what? Luto-luto lang, chill-chill lang, madali lang. Well, actually, it's not. Some people would say this kasi we don't just rely on books. The process of learning and gaining knowledge about and through this track or strand is being out there, literally doing things and experiencing it hands-on. We belong to a service-oriented and people-oriented industry. Kaya if you have a passion, not just for cooking and baking, but actually for caring, helping, and serving other people, then this strand is for you. Now, taking these criticisms and negative things thrown at us as a motivation to push further is something that I've always brought with me ever since senior high school. I was able to be confident and be a leader because of this. And now, I'd like to end this with a message na do not let other people decide or conclude anything for you. Kasi ikaw naman makakaalam nun eh. And you'd be the one to experience the journey as well as if that decision is for your advantage and hindi ito nakakatapak ng ibang tao. Learn to choose yourself and learn to choose for your own. No matter which track or strand you pursue, ask yourself first, would I be happy if I choose this? And yeah, again, this has been Ate Shane. Apologies if this is very short, but thank you so much for listening and for giving me the opportunity to share my journey with you. An advanced congratulations on moving up to senior high school and best of luck on your new journey. Maraming salamat po.
Hi everyone, my name is Justin Bernardo. I graduated in Sumulong Memorial High School last 2019 under Tourism Operations and Services. I'm currently studying at Siena College of Taytay, second year student under Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. Sa senior high school, yung naranasan ko dito ay yung competitiveness at yung pagiging presentable palagi. Isa sa mga na-build ko sa senior high school life ko ay yung self-confidence kasi yung track na kinuha ko, madalas talaga pagdating nyo ng college and after college ay expose ka sa mga tao. Malaking tulong din yung mga teachers ko na nag-guide sa amin simula nung grade 11 hanggang grade 12. Diyan sila Sir Dan, Sir Marlon, Sir Marky, Ma'am Carino at napakadami pang iba. Grade 11 may isa kaming subject, yun nga yung media in literature. Naging project kami na gumawa ng isang documentary video about indigenous people. And isa ako sa mga nag-asikaso kasi yung napili naming lugar ay kailangan na maglakad ng halos 10 hours with Sitio Paglitaw in Barangay Calawis, Antipolo City. Kailangan na maglakad ng halos 10 hours. Nandyan yung mga nadudulas, nakahawak sa tali habang tumatawid sa ilog. Pero yun naman pong ginawa namin, kumuha kami ng permit sa tourism office ng Antipolo. Kaya safe naman kaming lahat and may tour guide kami. So yun na nga, pagdating namin sa trade nila, after long hours of walking, sobrang worth it kasi nakita namin kung anong culture ang meron sila. At nakita din namin kung gaano kahalaga sa kanila yung kalikasan. And another senior high school experience ko na di ko makakalimutan ay yung time na first reporting namin sa major subject namin with Sir Alwin Apid ay yung binagsak niya yung pinakaunang reporting ko. Kasi ayaw niya ng ganong klaseng pagre-report, yung parang nagbabasa lang. Gusto niya kasi yung PowerPoint presentation, pine-present mo sa mga kaklase mo para matuto sila. So, kung hindi mo mare-report ng maayos yung presentation mo, paano sila matututo? Tandaan nyo guys na senior high school yung pinakamasaya at pinakamarami kang matututunan. Hindi lang academically, kundi pati yung sa sarili mo. In short, sa buhay mo. Balik tayo dun sa experience ko nung grade 11. Binagsak niya yung reporting ko. Umiyak pa ako nun. Pero na-realize ko na tama si Sir Alwin. Kailangan mo maging presentable at matuto dahil after senior high school, college na. At pag tourism student ka naman, pag graduate ka ng tourism, hindi ka mawawalan ng trabaho. Kasi ang tourism, kahit saan, makikita mo yan. Madaming work opportunities sa field na to. Andyan yung hotels, restaurants, transportations, at marami pang iba. Ngayon, college nga ako, nagugulat ako kasi yung mga itinuro sa akin ng senior high school ako na-apply ko na siya sa ginagawa ko ngayong college. Nag-aaral ako, at the same time, sinusubukan ko rin na mag-tour coordinator paminsan-minsan. So, kahit saan, nakakapunta ako at kumikita rin ako gamit yung natutunan ko ng senior high school. At yun kung paano mo masatisfy yung mga customers mo sa iba't ibang lugar. So yun, iba't ibang lugar nang napupuntahan ko at iba't ibang mga tao nang nakakasama ko kasi mas naging interesting yung travel sa akin simula nung natutunan ko na siya eh. Tapos may mga magagaling pa akong teachers nung senior high school na hands-on sa amin like Sir Marlon, Sir Marky, and Ma'am Carino na tinuruan kami kung paano kami gagalaw sa mga bagay-bagay sa mga ganitong klaseng sitwasyon. At para may matutunan pa kami sa track na kinukuha namin, nag-assessment din kami para sa travel services sa National Certificate 2. Pag meron kasi kayo nito guys, pwede nyo siyang gamitin para makapaghanap ng trabaho. Hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi pati sa ibang bansa. And isa sa di ko makakalimutan experience ng senior high ako, nung nag-first place kami sa tourism e-marketing sa JSMJC. Kasi yung mga team din na nakalaban namin doon ay mga taga JSMJC din. So, sobrang nakaka-proud kasi kaming mga taga sumulong, nag-first place kami. Diba? At isa pa, malaking tulong din sa akin nung naging grade 12 TVL representative ako. Na hanggang ngayon sa school ko nadala ko yung pagiging isang magaling na officer kasi naturuan kami sa senior high school pa lang kung paano ang trabaho ng isang officer. Isa nga sa pangarap ko nung college ay magturo sa senior high school sa track din kung saan graduate at ma-share ko yung mga knowledge at experience ko sa tourism services. Yun ang isa sa mga pangarap ko, ang magturo kung ano ang natutunan ko. At malaki yung pasalamat ko sa SMHS dahil tinuruan nila kami maging isang magaling na estudyante at maging isang competitive. Hindi porket sinabi ko na competitive ay palagi nang may competition. Hindi po yun ang sinasabi ko. Hindi po yun yung ibig kong sabihin. Ay ibig ko mong sabihin, kapag may gagawin ka, syempre, hindi ka dapat magpapahuli. Papakita mo din yung kung ano yung talent mo at kung saan ka magaling. Alam nyo ba noon, wala akong kaalam-alam about tourism. Pero ngayon, kahit sa buhay ko, kahit sa travel lang namin magkakaibigan, na-apply ko siya. Ganon kami tinuruan ng mga teachers namin sa SMHS Senior High School. Kaya kung gusto nyo mag-tourism operation services, mas marami pa kayong matututunan about tourism kung curious kayo about tourism, kung pangarap nyo mag-flight attendant or kung anong field ng tourism. Mag-take lang kayo ng tourism operation and services. And to encourage the upcoming Sumulongyan senior high school students, huwag kayong tatamarin mag-aral dahil malaking bagay yung mga natutunan ninyo sa future. And palagi nyo lang tatandaan ng motto ng Sumulong Memorial High School na in this school, you are loved. Totoo yan. Mahal kayo ng sumulong, kaya mahalin nyo rin ang sumulong. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng nandito, and pag nag face-to-face class na ulit, sana ma-meet ko ang mga future tourism students ng SMHS. Maraming salamat po.
Hello guys, how are you? Kumusta kayo lahat? Let me just share my screen, no? Para mabilis. Ayun. So, first and foremost, let me introduce myself. Break muna natin yung ice. So, I'm Ashley Juan. You can call me Ash. I'm SMHS Alumni. I studied at the Sumulong Memorial High School under the Arts and Design track. I graduated last 2019 and dun din ako nag-junior high. So currently, I'm a third year student at the University of Santo Tomas, currently taking Bachelor of Fine Arts and Design under the program of Advertising Arts. So I'm also a student leader, so part ako ng student council. I'm also the editor-in-chief of our publication, and photomasino din ako, which is a unified org, and member din ako ng Touchpoint, which is the mother organization of our program. If you're wondering now, paano ako nakapag-decide or paano ko nalatag sa sarili ko na makapunta kung nasan man ako ngayon, isa sa mga malaking foundation ng character ko o ng career ko ay yung senior high. So, ayun, once din ako napunta sa kung nasan man kayo or yung position nyo ngayon. And gusto ko na i-share yung tatlong bagay na nakahelp sa akin. Kasi isa siya sa mga magiging malaking weapon nyo in the future. So, ayun. First, ay discipline, or in Tagalog, disiplina. So, the willingness to put off instant gratification and pleasure in favor of a larger gain or more satisfactory results, even if it takes more effort and time. When you have the discipline in your life, you can make small sacrifices in the present for a better life in the future. So, nung senior high ako, madalas, ang daming gala, ang daming pwedeng mamaya na gawin. Pero siguro, isa sa mga natutunan ko habang nandun ako sa process na yun ay do it now, diba? Discipline yourself na know your priorities and alamin mo kung ano yung need mo nang gawin ngayon para mas na ma-manage mo yung oras mo. And mas marami kang nagagawa sa oras mo once na-manage mo siya ng maayos. Self-discipline has the power to take you beyond reasoning of temporary emotion to freedom. The combination of love for something with the willingness to do whatever it takes to practice it. So, natututo tayo na iset aside muna yung mga kaya naman natin ipagpamamaya. And nandun din kasi yung passion na gawin kung ano man yung need mong gawin, lalo kapag gusto mo talaga siyang gawin. So, ayun. Second, na nakatulong sa akin ay initiative or yung leadership kasi it comes hand in hand naman. So, it is entirely up to you to achieve your goals. Take the initiative, put in the effort, and see things through the conclusion. The habit of initiative entails seeing something that needs to be done and either doing it or figuring ways to do it. So, to see something that needs to be done and deciding to do it out of your own free will without someone else telling you to do it. So, nung senior high ako, konti lang kasi kami nung arts and design kami. So, malaki talaga yung push sa amin na maging leader sa isang bagay. So, lagi sa amin na parang kailangan mong mag-take ng initiative kasi konti lang kayo and kapag hindi ka gumalaw, wala talagang mangyayari. So, yun siguro yung isa sa mga pinakamalaking lesson and hanggang ngayon ay ginagamit ko. Kahit na ang dami na namin, natuto ako na naglalabas ako ng opinion on something and alam mo yun, natututo ako na meron akong ginagawa kahit na hindi hinihingi. Nagiging ano ka kasi, mas nakikilala mo yung sarili mo na alam mo yun, nagiging habit mo na nagawin siya talaga kahit na hindi siya sinasabi na gawin. So, take the initiative, di ba? Being proactive instead of reactive and thinking ahead and taking action. So, if alam mo na iuutos siya sa'yo or alam mo na need siyang gawin mo na kahit hindi ka inaas na gawin. So, very helpful in the end and I must say na it will take you to places, kumbaga. Kasi taking the initiative means parang nagiging ano rin kasi to, one step papunta sa pagiging leader. So, ayun. Next ay exploration. Get out of your comfort zone, stretch yourself, learn something new, and explore different options. Expand yourself. Identify what will motivate you and what you want to change. If you fall from time to time, know that it's okay because you're growing as a person. As you continue to move forward, over time, you look back and be proud of yourself. Lalo nung senior high, nakakatakot magkamali kasi nandun na rin tayo sa age na alam natin yung ginagawa natin. Very, very, meron na tayong self-awareness and nakakatakot na maging padalos-dalos, kumbaga na hindi sure, ayun, andun yung uncertainty. Pero siguro, isa sa magiging training ground mo rin ang senior high na parang it's okay to fail. It's okay to fail. Huwag kayong matakot na mag-fail on something. Kasi yung failure na yon will teach you talaga. Like, yun yung magiging foundation mo in the end na parang constant ka na nag-fail on something, constant ka rin natututo na, okay, next time, hindi na ganito. Next time, ganito na. Next time, okay, hindi nag-work to, next time, ganito na. So, hindi ka nag-i-start from zero. Diba? Parang, hindi mo malalaman na kaya mo yung isang bagay once na hindi mo siya tinatry. So, leave your comfort zone and try something that you haven't done before. If you can do this, you are open to all sorts of possibilities you may not have thought possible. So, before, hindi talaga ako magaling sa drawing and yet, tinry ko lang. Like, kahit nag-fail ako, na may mga grades ako mababa, hindi ako aabot kung nasan man ako ngayon kung hindi ko siya tinry in the first place. So, ayun, dapat din, alam nyo rin kung ano yung risk na pwede nyong i-risk at ano yung mga pwede nyong matutunan kapag binigay niya risk na yun. So, yun din, kumbaga parang alam nyo yung healthy risk lang, kumbaga. Yun lang. So, number 1, discipline. Second, initiative. And third, exploration. So, yun yung tatlong bagay na naging weapon ko or naging building blocks ko nung senior high na nadala ko hanggang ngayon na college na ako. So, last note will be, your future starts today. So, as I end this presentation, I want you guys na isipin na hindi siya pang bukas. Like, bukas pa naman yan or matagal pa naman yan. No, guys. Invest in yourself. Alam ko na maaga pa na ngayon pa lang naman yan, like, hindi nyo pa masyadong iniisip. Pero, once na mag-invest kayo sa sarili nyo, like, i-train nyo na yung tamang behavior, yung tamang mindset, yung tamang skills na alam nyong makaka-help sa inyo in the end. Unti-unti nang nagiging maliwanag and unti-unti na nang nabibigyan ng kulay, kumbaga, yung future nyo. So, your future starts today. Yun lang. Again, I'm Ashley Juan. And see you guys. If you have more questions, you can bump me sa aking social media accounts. Search na Ashley Juan. So, ayun lang. Have a nice day, guys. And good luck on your future. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, my name is Jen Arlie Alcala and I am an alumna of batch 2019 at Sumulong Memorial High School. Back then I took performing arts under arts and design track, and currently I am taking communication arts at the LaSalle College of St. Benilde Antipolo. And I believe that everything I learned in my senior high school days greatly contributed to my present endeavors and practicum. So, to give you a little backstory, I want this testimonial to be raw as much as possible. I want it to feel like I am just telling a story without any script. So, ayun, bear with me if I am using a Taglish version of my speech. But I wanted this speech to have 3 points. First would be, Sumulong taught me great confidence. Second, I have a family. Third, I had my integrity. So first, sa una, talakayin muna natin ang una kong sinabi, which is confidence. In Sumulong Memorial High School, naniniwala ko na yung confidence really built on me as an individual, and until now, dala-dala ko siya. Kasi not everyone is talented on speaking in front of a camera or in front of a people, but someone saw the potential in me, which is especially Sir Rod to mention. Hi Sir Rod, if you're watching. Sir Rod saw the potential in me, and that confidence grew in so many situations, in so many events that have happened on my senior high school. And confidence sa pagsasayaw, kasi nga nag-performing arts ako. Confidence sa pag-aarte, confidence sa pagpe-paint, kasi pati pag-paintings pati pag-paint trinay namin, pati pag-edit. So, lahat ng arts and design, imagine, I don't have any backgrounds to those kinds of fields, but in Sumulong, I've tried those. So, imagine the things that if you're curious, if you're adventurous, Sumulong is ready for that. And second, in Sumulong, I found a family. Back then, as you can see on my t-shirt, this is an event shirt, Di Masalang, but it was created under the theater club called Monstrar de Antipara. And in that club, guided by Sir Dan Bernaflor, if you're watching then, shout out. In that club, marami akong natutunan. Even on my acting skills, it really grew. It really how public relations, paano ko mausap ng mga bata, paano ko mausap ng mga auditionees, how to conduct a session, a singing session, dancing session, everything that in a seminar that you wanted to learn, talagang nag-grow. So, I am really thankful that in Sumulong, I have a family na they want you to grow as an individual, not as somebody else. They want you to learn and to grow, na hindi ka tumitingin sa ibang tao, pero makita mo kung saan ka magaling, and doon tayo magfo-focus. And that is what one thing great about on Sumulong Memorial High School. They see the greatest potential in you. Family. Second is family. First, confidence. Second is family. And third is integrity. In Sumulong, I've built an integrity that has something to deal to my future endeavors, which is I am taking now in communication arts. I am now in the field of industry in filmmaking, and integrity is something that I really dala-dala ko siya. O, diba? Taglish talaga. Dala ko siya until now, kasi aanhin mo naman ng talino, ang galing mo, kung ang iyong moral ay bagsak. Sa Sumulong, hindi ka lang niya tuturuan maging magaling, puro utak. Hindi lang. Tuturuan ka niya kung paano maging tao. Kung paano makisama sa ibang tao. Kasi, at the end of the day, no man is an island, and you are experiencing a lot of other people. You will talk to a lot of people. Makikisama ka sa iba't ibang personality. That's why in integrity, I learned that you should be open. You should be open in things to changes. And in integrity, alam mo sa sarili mo na may ginagawa kang tama. Alam mo sa sarili mo na yung mga bagay na ginagawa mo has a purpose. And in Sumulong, it taught me that everything that I should do, and will do in the future has integrity, should be disciplined. Kailangan meron kang hardworking personality na lahat ng bagay pinaghihirapan. And proud ako and thankful ako na I choose Sumulong Memorial High School, senior high, na mag-grow as an individual. And yung mga fears ko, yung mga bagay na hindi ko nagagawa, I took risk, and Sumulong taught me to take that risk as much as possible. And sana ikaw rin hindi ka rin matakot na kung ano talaga yung bagay na gusto mo, ito yung gusto mong i-pursue pagdating ng panahon, sana hindi ka matakot na yun yung kunin mo. Kasi at the end of the day, hindi ka magsisisi kasi ginagawa mo yung mga bagay na gusto mo talaga. And sa akin, ngayon na nagkaroon ako ng chance na makita yung creative side ko, ngayon na-apply ko siya sa tertiary education ko. And sana kayo rin. Yun lang naman, at sana maranasan nyo rin na sa Sumulong, you are loved.
Good day, everyone. I hope you're all having a nice time and a good day. My name is Junavita Pales. Some people call me Jano. And I'm a former student of Sumulong Memorial High School, and I'm currently on my third year of college. So, konting backstory muna tayo tungkol sa akin. No? I'm an alumnus of the school, obviously. No? Since grade 7, I've been studying there, and when I got to senior high school, I took up humanities and social sciences, or HUMS. At that time, I believe kami yung first batch. And that's why 11 lang kami magkakaklase. And fast forward tayo, eventually dumami kami, naging 12 kami. And I finished senior high school as one of the batch top 1 or one of the valedictorian. So you're probably thinking, siguro sobrang serious na itong lalaking to sa class or sobrang sipag niya. But actually, I'm very far from that. That's far from the truth. So the actual trick kung bakit naging successful ako sa senior high school is because of my outlook towards studying. I always believe in doing the things that you like and doing them in your own pace. What I mean by this is, mahirap ang senior high school. And based from my experience, kahit consistent honor student ako, nawindang pa rin ako pagtungtong ko ng grade 11. Imagine, ang unang bumati sa akin noon ay yung tanong ng philosophy teacher ko, which is, who are you? Sino ka? At face value, mukhang madali lang siyang tanong na sagutin. But in fact, there's more to it than just your name, your age, physical appearance, and demographic information. And that's what I want to share with you guys, no? Kung ano ba yung mga tumulong sa akin. And I believe na malaking influence ang SMHS sa pag-build ng identity ko as a student and ultimately as a person. I think there's a certain appeal sa school na yan, sa SMHS, especially sa senior high school department, that just wants to instill proficiency, regardless if that's in academics, extracurricular, and so on. Isa sa maraming reason kung bakit pumasa ako sa lahat ng universities na pinag-tryan ko is dahil sa lessons na natutunan ko from the teachers there. To share ko lang, when I was taking the University of the Philippines College Admission Test or UPCAT, natulog ako ng 3 a.m., which was only 3 hours away from the start of the UPCAT, na ang start ay 6 a.m. So, may bumiyahe pa ako para doon. So, talagang halos wala akong pahinga. And siguro inisip nyo, siguro nagpuyat siya para mag-review. And no, hindi ako nagpuyat dahil nagre-review ako. I actually never reviewed for any of them. Tamang asan ako sa mga natutunan ko. And fortunately, I passed every entrance exam I took. Now, going back, I said na doing what you like the most and what you enjoy the most is one of the crucial elements of conquering senior high school. Personally, I really liked the course outline of groups, and that's why I didn't have any trouble going about with the requirements, tests, and whatnot. Remember na sa pagpili niyo ng program, choose the one that you believe you love. Kahit STEM pa yan, EBM, tech book, or arts. Huwag kayong matakot in choosing the path that you love. Dahil sa tingin niyo ay hindi kayo magaling doon or hindi kayo bagay doon or whatsoever, piliin niyo kung ano yung mamahalin yung strand or track. Remember that loving something doesn't mean having a knack for it. Hindi niyo kailangan magaling sa kung ano mong pipiliin niyo. Kasi eventually, because you like what you're doing and you enjoy what you're doing, you'll be able to face the challenges coming your way. Second is, doing the things on your own pace. Isa akong talamak na procrastinator, honestly. Kapag may binigay na schoolwork, hindi ko agad ginagawa yan until the very last day. Or minsan nga, the very last hour pa. Lately, kakapasok ko lang ng isang paperwork ko na ang deadline ay 11:59 p.m. and pinasok ko siya ng 11:58 p.m. And don't get me wrong, hindi ko sinasabing maging tamad kayo. I'm just demonstrating the power of sticking up to the speed you're comfortable with. The reason kung bakit natapos yung requirements ko in time is because through procrastination, I was able to maintain my own pace. Kaya, don't feel rushed when doing certain things pagdating mo na senior high school. Kung nakagawa na yung mga klase nyo, kaya nyo sila. Gawin nyo yan kapag feel nyo na. Nakapag-review na sila for the exam, mag-review ka kapag kailangan mo na. Of course, there's a caveat to all of this, and that is procrastinating in moderation. I thrive in pressure. Kaya kong gawin yung mga yan. Pero if your pace is being quick to do your stops, then go. Know your weakness and strengths and be aware of your limitations. In this way, magiging easy na lang ang senior high school. Now, I have some tips sa inyo para mas mapadali senior high school nyo. Talk, communicate, speak your mind. Isa sa mga underrated things about what I did in senior high school was that I communicate a lot. Kapag nakikita kong hindi namin kaya ang deadline, humingi ako ng extension. Kapag masyadong mahirap ang pinapagawa, I attempt to compromise with the instructor. Learn to be vocal but always be respectful. Kapag halimbawa, kinausap mo yung professor mo, tapos tinanggihan nila yung compromise mo, that's okay. You don't need to feel bad about it. Take it as a challenge para tapusin yan, and that's for your self-growth, no? And lastly, rest. Ito, after ko lang to na senior high school nagawa. Itong tip na binibigay ko sa inyo. Kasi I remember, mahilig ako mag-prep para sa mga schoolwork. Kasi nga, nagka-cram ako. Pero, guys, always save time for resting. Don't overwork yourself to the point na you keep going without realizing the quality of the things you're doing is dropping. Noong time na yun, I didn't notice na nagiging inefficient ako sa mga bagay-bagay, and malaki siyang cost ng pag-burnout, yung hindi pagpapahinga. Kaya, keep this in mind. A rested worker is an efficient worker. So, that's it. I think masyado na mahaba yung time na kinakain ko for you guys. And I'll leave you with this para tapos na ang ating time. No? Being in the right place at the right time while doing the right things for you is the recipe for a successful academic venture. For me, nung senior high school ako, I think SMHS is one of the right places for me. And from there, I was able to grow to be the person that I am today. And I hope na may napulot man kayo sa akin na makabuluhan. And nagpapasalamat ako sa pakikinig niyo. I'm wishing you all the best sa next phase ng school life niyo. And hopefully, I can see you soon, guys.
Hello, Sumalongians. I am Miles Gabriel Reyes. I am an alumni in SMHS, and now I am a graduating student taking up secondary education major in English in the LaSalle College of St. Benil. When I was in senior high school, I took General Academic Strand or GAS because why not? I learned a lot since it covers mostly everything: English, mathematics, science, philosophy, politics, and digital literacy. And if I remember, Sir Lopez described it or called it as Jack of all trades. And in SMHS, we were practiced to report many reportings, we deliver speeches, we do mathematics, we did short films, we used the science laboratory for experiments, to dissect. We did a lot. We came up with business plans and many more, mainly to be knowledgeable, to boost our confidence, and the SMHS allowed us to experience it ourselves, which is very helpful. And since my batch were the first batch of senior high school in SMHS, it was very challenging. I can still remember kami, or the teachers are the ones na nag-a-adjust, like sa mga tunog ng hammer, sa mga drilling, tumitigil yung klase kasi medyo maingay, or kami yung umiiwas sa mga tiles na hindi pa ayos. It was very challenging. However, we were able to adapt in the situation. We, the students, the teachers, and especially the student officers, became creative, became innovative, planning the events that will make our learning environment fun and interactive. And I was able to apply it in my college life, like being confident and being flexible in the situation. It was not easy, but you can handle it. Just trust yourself, just trust the people, collaborate with other people, and just trust the process. And so, the new Sumalongians, you can do it too. Be creative, be interactive, use the online resources or other resources to have a great learning experience. Be resourceful. And if you really want math, measurement, choose STEM. If you really want computer, choose ICT. If you want philosophy, choose UMS. If you want analyzation or business, choose ABM. If you want to experience most of everything, choose gas. But if you're still confused or doubtful, it's okay. Just follow your heart. Just picture yourself of the things that will make you happy. You have many choices. Just do your best. Just follow your heart. Good luck with your journey. Hoping that you will achieve and strive for your dreams. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jenna Brizuela, fourth year student taking up BS Criminology at ICCT Colleges. I still remember how my life was when I was in senior high school and took up the gas strand. At the time, 25 students lang kami and we were the first batch of senior high school. Sabi nila, madali lang ang strand namin compared sa other strand kasi gas lang naman. Ang hindi nila alam, mas maraming opportunities and experiences na makukuha sa gas because it is a general academic. Walang specific subject na kailangan i-focus, unlike sa ibang strand. Walang UMS nung time namin kaya gas yung kinuha ko, and good factor na walang pinagkaiba sa ibang strand yung pwede nilang i-pursue in college sa courses under na covered ng gas. I thought that being a high school student was enough for me to learn and experience high school life. However, another milestones and has been prepared as I took up gas strand. I could still imagine and remember how hesitant I was on what to take up and what probably things that I might encounter once I enter senior high school. But throughout my senior high school, my ideals become matured, and it was indeed a preparation and expansion of my learnings. I realized that I should conquer my fears and to always strive for the best, no matter how hard it was. Tough moments did not beat me. Instead, I became stronger and braver over the time. I had the best experiences and best memories which I always treasure. And I still uphold what I had gained, and it was like a torch always enlightened me. Because of what I learned, I became the best version of myself. Taking up criminology, I became physically strong, mentally prepared, and spiritually molded with the beliefs of doing great things that would always be a better step in chasing your dreams to have a better life in the future. So don't be afraid to take risks, to challenge yourself to be a better one, and don't hesitate to take the good opportunity when it knocks once, because in life there are better plans stored for everyone, and at the end of it, no matter how struggle, you always learn from what you experience and could lead you to life which is worthwhile and fulfilling. Never be anxious to take forward and make progress. Be brave and always be determined. So that's it. Good luck and God bless on your senior high school journey.
Hi, good day to everyone who are listening here today. I am James Edward Eldison, a graduate of SMHS SHS Batch 2018. I am currently a graduating student at Thai Nguyen University of Agriculture and Forestry in Vietnam, and currently working on a DOST-funded project here in the Philippines. I am here with you guys today to share the things that I learned during my study in SMHS that helped me in my college life. The first thing that I will share with you is leadership. Being a leader doesn't mean that you will be the boss. A good leader knows how to listen and to communicate with other people. A good leader knows how to lead by example that will help the team to be great and be the best version of themselves. The next thing is optimism. Whatever happens in your life, always look at the things in a positive way. Never start your day with a negative mindset and always set your mind to be positive, because this will help you in accomplishing the things that you will need to do in your day. And this is a big help, especially for you students. The next thing is vision. Before the pandemic happens, I have many plans for my thesis. But when the pandemic happens, all of these plans didn't happen. But even though these plans didn't happen, because of my vision and my goal, all of the things that is happening to me right now came out great. And that is the importance of vision. Always set a goal and a clear vision of what you want to be and where you want to be, and learn to adopt and to accept the changes that will happen. The next thing is excellence. Always strive for excellence in everything that you do, and always give your best effort. Excellence doesn't mean that you will always be the best in your class or in a group. Don't aim to be the best, don't aim to be better than everyone else, but aim to be the best version of yourself, and learn to follow the path of excellence, and success will chase you. The next thing is discipline. This is the most important thing that I learned during my study in SMHS, being disciplined. And part of being disciplined is to learn the value and the importance of time. Not by doing the proper time management, but by doing the self-management. Because whatever manage you do with your time, time will always move. But when you learn to manage yourself, you learn what is the value of time and how you will use it. And by doing this self-management, you discipline yourself. And that is the 5 things that I learned during my study in SMHS. I left SMHS bringing these 5 skills, knowing that I will be in a great place, because in Sumulong Memorial High School, you are loved. I hope that I inspire you by sharing these things, and I hope that you will apply it in your life. Again, this is James Edward L. Dison. Thank you for listening.
Hello guys, my name is Justin Philip Abgao, graduated from Sumulong Memorial High School Senior High School, class 2018 under the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand, or STEM. Currently, I am studying Bachelor of Science in Interior Design in Polytechnic University of the Philippines. Being in the first batch of the K-12 program, no one really knew what to expect. Everything was experimental, from teaching methods, curriculum, subjects, to classroom and facility preparedness. The overall impacts of the senior high program put us under pressure in stepping in college because we were the first to ever graduate from the said program. Thankfully, in Sumulong Memorial High School, I have learned a lot in this 2-year transitional curriculum. When I was still in junior high, I am what you would consider introvert and often contained inside a box. I was not really friendly to other classes. I have also little to no confidence, but I occasionally join events in school, such as painting contests. Most of all, I was indecisive. I do not know nor care what profession I would land in. When I first stepped in grade 11, I was unsure if STEM was really the right track for me. However, over time I realized that STEM was really for me. The subjects, especially science subjects and animation classes, have made me realize what I am interested in. During my time in senior high, I've also tried to break out from my own shell. I joined the student council voluntarily and have found my love for leadership and confidence in decision making. Reclamations also helped me remove my fear of public speaking, and I also tried competing in choir even though my voice sounds awful. At the start of my grade 11 journey, I pushed myself too hard in academics, raising hand each time the teacher asks, memorizing each lines in learning materials, and even highlighting each words that I know is too overdone. At that point, I was too competitive, and my mind is in chaos. I am in complete stress that time. My classmates, as well as my teachers, made me realize that I have overdone my studies, and through them, I felt the need to relax and don't put pressure on myself too much. Little by little, I approached my classmates and treated them as friends rather than a competition. I tried to be with them, eating breaks together, going out of towns, and generally bonding with them. It is at that time I built up trust and good communication among the class, as well as my peers. I've also realized that regardless of where you belong during junior high, everyone has a great potential when given an opportunity. As I stepped in college, it is wonderful to look back on Sumulong Memorial High School. The life lessons I have learned from my teachers and classmates, the academic learnings, the bonds, and friendships that I had. Today, I still use the lessons my alma mater taught me. I am fortunate for the people who guided and supported me in school. To the future students of Sumulong Memorial High School Senior High, I know at this point you still do not really know what you wanted to be, let alone choosing your strand. Do you wanted to be an engineer, architect, or perhaps an agricultural advocate or a doctor of the people? Then you may align yourself in STEM. Try different kinds of hobbies and you might find yourself surprised on what you are interested in. Try to socialize with others and try to break out from your shell. Even little by little makes you more confident in yourself. Lastly, don't overwork yourself and have fun in life. That is all. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I am Kenzie Kyle Ilaw, a former student of Sumulong Memorial High School. Currently, I am a 4th year student taking up Doctor of Dental Medicine in Centro Escolar University, Manila. Before anything else, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my very, very talented former advisor, Mr. Rod Lopez, and the team for inviting me to share my experiences as a senior high student. So, when I was a grade 10 student like you, I thought that senior high is just a waste of time. Given the fact that I am one of the first batch of the K to 12, it is actually difficult for a student like me who wanted to help my family as soon as I'll graduate. I know some of you are still undecided and don't have any idea on what strand to choose, right? Like you, I was also undecided that time. I had a lot of courses in my mind since I was still confused and pressured. What I did is I asked myself if what strand interests me and what do I really want to be in the future. You know, exploring, reflecting, asking, and making time for yourselves can help you to decide what path to take. In my case, I was suddenly interested in medical courses. That's why I chose the STEM strand under the academic track. No regrets because I found the best people who made my senior high school life memorable. And STEM helped me acquire some skills and knowledge which I actually used in my college course. I remember during Ma'am Lynn's lab class here in SMHS, she gave us a microscope activity wherein we are taught on how to handle and manipulate it. We did a bacteria culture, if I'm not mistaken. We put some of it in the slide and we looked for the appearance of it in the microscope. So in college, I had a microbiology class wherein we are also taught the same thing. Thanks to Ma'am Lynn, because I was able to familiarize it already. Oh, and also, we got a chance to test our blood type during her class. That's why I'm really thankful that I took STEM here in SMHS because they are one of the competitive schools here in town. So, they can guarantee that you'll excel in the craft that you chose. Besides of having quality education, there are a lot of programs and activities which I really missed because they helped me to become innovative and confident. I also got a chance to become one of the marketing team here in school, which is really a good experience for me. Before entering high school, I was really a timid person. Well, up until now, but at least SMHS helped me to gain more confidence. One thing I've learned in SMHS is don't let shyness dim your light. As long as there is a good opportunity to grow and become better, take it. If you are still confused on what strand to choose, explore your interests. Take your time. I'm not gonna tell you to choose STEM just because it's nakakatalino pakinggan. No, it's not like that. Choose STEM because your heart tells you. As what I've said earlier, take time on reflecting, asking yourselves, and exploring your interests so that you can find your destined future. I know it's easy to say, right? But it might help you to choose your own way. So that's it. I think that's all I can say about my experiences and advices to you students. I hope you learned something from me that can able to adapt in choosing a right strand for you. It was a great honor for me to be here. Thank you, stay safe, and God bless us all.
Hello everyone, I am Rizalyn Lucky. I am an alumna of Sumulong Memorial High School, a former ABM student, and currently I am taking up Bachelor's in Advertising and Public Relations in PUP. I am honored to speak to you about my senior high school experience and the things I've learned from my track. Now, I want to start off by saying if you're one of those people who is still unsure of what track to take, it's okay. You still have time to figure things out. Because as one of those people who were part of the first batch of K to 12, I have first-hand experience of what it feels like to be unsure of the future. We were the first batch, so we really didn't know what we were getting into. No one knew what will happen. Everything was uncertain. Everyone was clueless. So we had to really take the time to carefully consider what track to choose. And I ended up choosing ABM. Why did I choose ABM? Uh, I I had a dream that I wanted to be a writer, and they said that if you wanted to be a writer, you should go into humanities and social sciences or UMS. But during that time, Sumulong wasn't offering a UMS track, and I didn't want to transfer out, so I had to just choose from what was available, and I chose ABM because I thought that if I learned how to navigate the world of business, I would be able to handle money or earn money. I would know how to make money because I thought, because in the end, everything is a business. Everything that makes money is a business, right? So I thought if I had the basics of business, I would be okay in the future. And even though ABM wasn't my first choice, I didn't regret choosing ABM because I learned a lot of things, and mostly I gained a lot of confidence in myself and my skills. I I used to be a dead kid during junior high school, and my time in senior high school really pushed me out of my shell because we had to do a lot of presentations. So if you're going into ABM, you better prepare for a lot of PowerPoint making and presentations. That's the life of an ABM student. And there's this misconception about ABM that only people who are good at math should choose ABM because there's accounting involved, or only people who are good at speaking English should choose ABM because business, they're selling, you need to know how to talk to people. And it's not entirely true because these things are learned during school, because these are skills that can be honed, that can be taught. So if that's your reason for not choosing a track, then it's not a good one. If you're scared of choosing a track because you think you're not good enough, you don't need to worry about that, because you will learn these things during school. That's what school is for. And that's what I learned in general, not just from ABM, that you shouldn't really be scared of the tracks, of the different tracks, of the different courses, even in college, because no one will expect you to know automatically what your track is about. You should have some idea, but the skills are taught and honed throughout the years in school. So you don't have to worry about not being good enough or not having the right skills for this track. If this is what you want, you should go for it, really. And in the end, even if I chose ABM, I still ended up being a writer, because now I work part-time as a content writer for an agency. So really, a track is not your end all be all for your career. Your senior high school is only the foundation for your future. So, picking a good track will help you gain the right skills and knowledge for what you want for the future. What course or what job you want. So, really take your time to think about things. Consider what you want for the future. And don't be discouraged about fears, because fears go away, but your future will be your life then. I hope you were able to learn something and I was able to help you to at least narrow down your choices of tracks. So, thank you for listening and good luck!
Hello everyone, my name is Aliana Grace A.S. Pasha. I am currently a third-year college student taking up Bachelor of Science in Accountancy in the University of the East, Manila. I am also a former SMHS Senior High School student of Accountancy, Business and Management or ABM strand under the academic track. Being a college student, and specifically being a student under my course, is probably the most difficult thing I had experienced and still experiencing in life. But I can say that my stress was lessened because of the values I have learned in senior high, which really helped me cope. The first thing I learned would be confidence and bravery. I remember in ABM, there were a lot of times where we needed to report in our corporate attire in front of many people. Also, I was even blessed to be given a chance to be one of the presenters to represent our school for several competitions, not just once, but thrice. Of course, during those times, I was always pressured, but with the support and trust that my teachers and classmates have given me, I was able to believe in myself, which led me, together with my teammates, to victory. Plus, I think confidence is not something that is learned overnight, and instead it is a trait that you can embody gradually through many opportunities you can gain in senior high. Another thing I have learned is the essence of teamwork and collaboration. In senior high school, you will meet new people which may or may not have been your classmates before. Collaborating with new people can create an innovative idea which can produce a magnificent output. Also, it teaches the value of camaraderie and unity, that instead of competing against each other, encouraging and helping each other can lead you more to success. This is a lesson that helped me a lot in college because coming into a big university in Manila where the competition is tight and where I have classmates who came from different parts of the country, I was able to easily socialize with other people who have different cultures, perspectives, abilities, and preferences from mine. As I have mentioned a while ago, in senior high school you'll experience a lot of things which can somehow give you a glimpse of how you can apply your knowledge in real life. I remember back then we were able to actually put up a business where we were given actual customers in fulfillment of our requirements for our marketing subject. It was an actual business where our creativity, skills, and flexibility were enhanced from the first step of conceptualizing up to the actual execution. Aside from the profits we have earned, it was fulfilling to hear positive feedback from many people. We were able to even continue the business for our subject business ethics, where a huge part of the profits was used during our outreach in an orphanage. And this is one of the moments where I realized that the reason I am studying hard is to be able to help and make a change in other people's lives. I can say that I have acquired my communication and leadership skills in senior high, and this is extremely essential as to become CEOs, managers, and professionals of your own someday. Being an effective communicator and leader allowed me to grow and become a more responsible person, especially now in college. As an accountancy student now, I can say that I was able to apply the skills and knowledge I have gained as an ABM student before. As I have said, being a senior high school student will give you many opportunities that I myself think would have never gained if I did not study in SMHS. But I want you all to remember that you have to work hard and be responsible for you to be able to deserve that opportunity. If you're a creative person, expect that it will be more enhanced as you enter senior high, and in ABM, where your horizons will be widened. Do not be afraid to seek help if needed, and never compare yourself to others. Most importantly, surround yourself with good people who will lift you up and will never tolerate your wrongdoings. Having a good set of friends who can encourage you and who genuinely believe in you will really help you get through and endure life. Lastly, believe in yourself and in God. Believe that you can, and He will get you through it. Even though at first I was filled with doubts and fear upon entering senior high school because it was a big change in my life, I must tell you that I am grateful that I was able to experience that change within an alma mater where there is a good support system, which is in SMHS. I am grateful for all the lessons that being an SHS and ABM student has given me because it made me a better, tougher, and wiser person, and I believe you guys can experience the same, so I am encouraging you to embrace that change. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carl Salen, an ABM alumnus of SMHS and currently a fourth-year BS accountancy student at the University of Santo Tomas. Living a collegiate life is quite difficult, but the journey I had with my Sumulong family and friends made it bearable as it molded me into the person I am today. To be honest, I wasn't that much of an achiever and a socialite back in junior high school. It was all fun and games for me back then. My high school life really started the moment I walked through our SHS building. There, I learned to set my priorities straight and focus on my goals, which were to become a better student overall and a person whom everyone around me can trust and depend on. Not to brag, but as an SMHS senior, I was very diligent in my studies, a quality which I learned from my dear teachers back then. I was also once fortunate enough to be able to take on the role of the Student Council's external vice president, which enabled me to become a confident and people-centered leader. Together with my schoolmates, we also represented SMHS in various inter-school competitions, which were not a walk in the park, if I may say so myself. I am, however, very thankful for the opportunity of being able to participate in such competitions because doing so trained me to become a good and proactive decision maker. Being an ABM graduate, I also learned that communication is key to everything, especially in maintaining relationships within and outside the campus. Stepping into college was a very new world for me. Almost every day is a struggle. I am glad that I went through the things I did in SHS back then and got to meet the very same people who I know will always have my back through thick and thin. SMHS, for me, did not only become a training ground for college and real life, but also served as my second home.